Hey, what's up, friendly fam? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Christina.
And I'm Anthony.
And we are the Friendly Travelers. We are two travel nurses here to share about our profession. Some videos are about our lifestyle.
If you haven't done so already, which I know you probably already have, hit that like button. Let us know that you enjoy this video. And then please subscribe, guys, so you never miss another one of our videos. We try to get one out every week.
That's right.
Every week.
Every week.
Try.
Every week. We're doing our best. That's
so
all you can ask for, right?
Here is this week.
So this week we are going to be talking about how to choose your first travel assignment.
Excitement!
This whole profession is getting pretty niche nowadays, but still people don't know exactly how to
get started.
Right, how to get started, and how to choose the first one. It's really overwhelming. You know, you're making your decision on fate and just kind of going with what you know. But here are some tips that might help you.
So it looks like Honey decided to join us in the background.
We have a visitor.
Oh, is that your bear?
Is that your baby?
So it wouldn't be another one of our videos without Honey making a cameo appearance.
With a toy in her mouth.
Toy in the mouth, always.
Now back to this nursing video. So
the first thing you want to do is you want to determine what location do you want to be in. Do you want to be working on the East Coast? Do you want to be working on the West Coast? Do you want to be somewhere warm? You want to be somewhere cold? You snowboarders out there, you want to be hitting the mountains?
Yeah, hey you.
Or it just really depends on your lifestyle. You want the big city, lots of things to do, or you want like the small town feel with lots of hikes and nature.
A little country vibe too. Some people like that.
So it really helps to have like a general idea of where you want to go, because then that will help your recruiters help find jobs for you.
Yes.
If you just say, I want to work anywhere in the United States,
they're going to be like,
that basically narrows it down zero.
Yeah, and I think it's important to consider the season that you're in or the season that it's going to be. So if you think you're going to go to California in the wintertime and it being really hot and sunny, you're wrong.
They still have winters. All things to consider.
But yeah, consider the season that you're going to be in when you start traveling, so you can plan accordingly.
All right, so location, we got it. Boom, go. Boom.
The next step is you want to make your priorities. Think about that in your head, write it down. What's important to you? Is being on day shift really important to you? Or is being on night shift really important to you? Can you do both? Another thing is start thinking about how much you want to be making average a week or bi-weekly or every month, so you can then really narrow down your search that way. Consider the types of hospitals. You have your community hospital, small town, community feel, you kind of know everyone, or do you want a bigger university? And where you
or a magnet hospital,
or a magnet
could be
hospital.
teaching.
Right, teaching is super important. That means that there are residents that are probably nearby you can
widely
contact.
Available. Yeah.
Right.
You know, maybe you want to work at a trauma center for those that, like seeing, different things, typically that wouldn't be able to go to some of the smaller hospitals. Maybe it kind of pertains more towards emergency room nurses, to get
ER
those
nurses,
types of patients that you get. So one thing you could do if you don't already have a company that you plan on using is use the Vivian Health app.
Ooh, what's that?
So here's the Vivian Health website. They also have very user-friendly apps on the Apple Store and Android. What's great here is you can browse jobs from all categories: permanent positions, travel contracts, per diem, and local assignments. And you can look by specialties or specifically by location. You actually could filter by travel positions solely, and then you can go through and look through their featured positions, or just go through the top matches, and you'll see all types of contracts: PACU, progressive care, emergency department. And then on the right-hand side, they have how much the salary is supposed to be. So, you can see here, there's 7K, 9K, 6K, 9K. There is some high-paying contracts out there right now. So, no better time to get started than now.
Okay, so the next step is once you narrow down your company of choice and you are getting in contact with a recruiter, you're gonna then let your recruiter know what areas you're really interested in working in. And then they will then let you know what contracts are available in that area. You can also kind of look on your own. Certain websites will have it up
Yeah,
So
most of the companies out there have like some form of website where you could search, even search by criteria.
Yes.
So it's helpful to see like state by state, or you know, if you work a certain specialty.
That is really helpful to then you can start narrowing down your search even further.
Once you've kind of went over and you compiled a list of, you know, opportunities out there, then you can discuss with your recruiter, maybe narrow it down to like 2 or 3 of your favorite options that, you know, met your criteria, are in the location that you want. And then from there, then it's a lot easier to make a decision rather than like having 12 and then still not knowing. So narrowing it down definitely helps.
So next step is, once you narrow down maybe 2 or 3 options or contracts available to you, then you can research the cities that they're located in. Look on Google. We really Googled like all the cities in California because we
things
didn't really
to do,
know
what it may be known for.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
a good idea.
Yeah, and then you can look up.
TripAdvisor maybe has some options of like things to do.
You can look up, you know, kind of what the housing market is, what you would maybe expect to pay, because that could play a part in your decision.
It's a good idea.
You know, if one position's offering, you know, X amount, and then another position's offering that same amount, but the 2 cost of livings, you know, vary differently, then it may sway you to choose one or another.
That's a really good point to make before you make your final decision to compare. Just look on Airbnb really quick, or look on Furnish Finder to see what housing looks like it would be more accommodating to your needs and your budget.
I just want to give a big shout out to any healthcare professionals that are thinking about getting into the travel industry. Is definitely check out the MedVenture app. MedVenture is such a cool app because it's aiming to connect travel healthcare professionals while they're out on assignment. And you actually could search by the area that you're in, let's just say San Francisco or San Diego, and you can actually see where they have scheduled meetups and events for other healthcare professionals in the same area to meet up.
And
it's really cool.
Don't they also review hospitals too? So you can look at like what people have to say, other nurses have to say?
Yes, you could look up the hospital that you are planning on going to.
That's cool.
And seeing, you know, people can leave reviews. So that's super helpful. Definitely recommend the MedVenture app if you haven't already checked it out. So lastly, you've made it this far. Hopefully all this information's helped you. The last thing, you know, if you are still stuck and you're really torn between, you know, 2 different assignments, then I would suggest just writing out a pros and cons for each spot.
And just pros and cons list. Love to hear it.
Always helpful.
Never fail.
And you know, just see what has more pros versus the cons.
Yeah.
And then really just go with your gut.
Yeah.
And regardless, it is only 8 to 13 weeks. So it's not a super long commitment. Yeah. So regardless, if it doesn't end up being like the perfect match, what you thought it was, just move on.
Yeah, and you're going to
go on to the next one. Start this list over again, and you're going to find your dream assignment before you know it.
Yeah.
So
some assignments are not going to be your favorite. You know, I had a rough beginning to mine, but
you
all in all,
you learn.
Yeah, it just made me a better nurse, and I just had better ways to adapt to tougher situations. Better nurse, better person. Well, there you have it, guys. How to choose your first travel assignment. You're gonna land it, and you're gonna choose the right one for you.
Yes, you got this. We totally believe in you.
Got it.
Hopefully this helps. Our next few videos, we are excited to show you guys because we are actually going to Hawaii. We're going to Maui and Kauai. So we're gonna be taking a ton of videos and photos, and we're super excited to share it with you guys.
We're gonna try to vlog it out, do our best. We're not professionals by any means. We don't even know what we're doing, but we're gonna try to give you guys a solid travel vlog.
And we're gonna show you our fun in Hawaii. So we look forward to that. So we'll see you guys soon for some non-nursing but travel related videos.
All right, peace.
Bye guys.